Hello, my name is Justin Malott. My pioneer is Abraham Maslow, and he developed the theory for Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's childhood. Maslow was born on April 1st, 1908, to Samuel and Rose Maslow in New York. He grew up in a poor family of Russian immigrants with parents who showed little compassion and care for him. Maslow was the oldest of 7 children. Being the only Jewish boy in his neighborhood, Maslow endured constant bullying because of his religion. As an escape from his family and the bullying, Maslow found refuge in the library, where he found safety in reading. Maslow did attend the prestigious boys' high school in Brooklyn, where he was a member of several academic clubs and helped edit the school's paper. He excelled academically and was a strong member of the Latin and Physics Club while there. Maslow's early personal and professional life. Maslow married his first cousin, Bertha Goodman, in 1928. Maslow and his wife went on to raise 2 children, 2 daughters by the name of Anne and Ellen Maslow. Then Maslow attended the College of the City of New York. While there, he studied law as an effort to please his parents. After he realized he did not want to pursue law, he went on to spend 1 semester at Cornell, dropping out due to poor grades and the high cost. And eventually, Maslow would make his way to the University of Wisconsin, where he earned his bachelor's degree in psychology in 1930. While at the University of Wisconsin, Maslow worked as an assistant instructor under psychologist Harry Hardlow, where he earned his master's in 1931 and his PhD in 1934. Harry Hardlow is most known for his experiments with baby monkeys and their attachment behavior. Moving on into Maslow's professional career, after receiving his PhD, Maslow went on to work 18 months at Columbia University, where he worked with E.L. Thorndike. E.L. Thorndike and Maslow primarily researched human sexuality. Maslow took a teaching position at Brooklyn College in 1937, and that is where he remained until 1951. Maslow first introduced his theory of hierarchy of needs in his paper, A Theory of Human Motivation, in 1943. His hierarchy suggests that people's basic needs must be met before they can move on and move up through the levels. It's also well stated or well thought of that you must start at the bottom level and work up in order for it to be successful. The first level is physiological needs. This is the basic needs of life: air, water, food, security, sleep, and even sexual reproduction. Then he put in there safety needs. Safety needs would be personal security, employment, resources, health, and property. After that is love and belonging. Love and belonging shows friendship, intimacy, a sense of connection, a sense of being. After that is esteem. Esteem is respect, self-esteem, status, recognition, strength, being popular. And then finally, once you've achieved all that, self-actualization. It's the desire to become the most one can be. This is reaching your full potential. As Maslow continued his career, in 1951, he moved to the Brandeis University, where he not only served as chair of psychology, but where he completed a lot of his research and wrote several of his most famous books that are still in use today. He remained at Brandeis until 1969, when his health prompted his early retirement. Maslow and Tony Suchich founded the Journal of Humanistic Psychology in 1961. Some pioneers that influenced Maslow. 2 of his greatest influences were psychologists Max Wertheimer and anthropologist Ruth Benedict. Their behavior and research helped form the basis for his research regarding mental health and human potential. They laid the foundations to what would become Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Other influences include Alfred Adler in his research in helping academically challenged children succeed, Kurt Goldstein, Henry Murray, and of course, E.L. Thorndike and his mentor, Harry Harlow. Maslow's late years and death. Maslow passed away on June 8, 1970, after suffering from a heart attack in California. Before his death, Maslow founded the American Association of Humanistic Psychology in 1962, and 4 years prior to his death, he was elected the president of the American Psychological Association, which in Maslow's life would be deemed a huge honor. Maslow's influence on current teaching practices. As an educator, we should always focus on meeting the needs of children. If we follow Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we can make sure that all the needs are met so the children can reach their full potential. Starting at the most basic needs, the physiological needs of the children. Some things we could do as educators and do is provide access to water, school water fountains, or allow them to keep bottles of water at their desk. Research has backed this practice by showing when students are well hydrated, they perform and their brains function more correctly. We can also keep snacks in our class. Sometimes the schools provide crackers or snack packs for you to give students that are in need. This is very important because we need to keep in mind that sometimes the only meal a child may get is the meal at school. And so a malnourished child will have a really hard time not only paying attention, but developing their young, growing brains. Also, if you notice a student is struggling to stay awake, you can allow them to take a short break or nap if it doesn't distract the class and can be. This is proven to be beneficial as sleep deprivation tremendously impairs the child's ability to learn. The next step up that we can practice is meeting the student's safety needs. Making all students feel safe and welcome is an important process as an educator. We can't expect students to really open up and open their minds if they cannot feel safe in our classroom or in our environment. We can always engage in friendly conversation, give them a warm smile as they walk in. And with today, with social media issues and bullying like we haven't seen in the past, it's important to make sure we monitor that. Monitor the classroom environment and shut down any bullying that may occur. Address it and make sure it doesn't continue to happen. Meeting the students' needs for love and belonging. Getting to know the students. Find common interests. Make them feel important in your class. In group assignments, you can partner students that may or may not have a lot of friends with a group that would be welcoming. As you get into the school year, or you have similar or the same students throughout the years, you'll gain an understanding of which students are very open, warm, very friendly to others. And you'll also find the students that are very shy, very standoffish. And so it'd be a good idea to partner these students together so they can open them up and gain new friends through group activities. I also like to greet students and check in on them when they miss or seem to be off. If a student's out for several days and then come back up, or you can even send an email home to their parents just to check to make sure they're okay. This not only shows them and their parents that you care about them, but it's just your way of following up to make sure there's nothing else you can do to help them. Meeting the student's need for esteem. This is a big one. Students and adults alike yearn for self-esteem, yearn for recognition. So being able to compliment the student when they do something good, recognizing them not only in private but in front of the whole class, can really build their confidence and esteem. Give them good moments when they do good and tell them that you're proud or happy for them. Then finally, once we hit all these levels in the hierarchy, we reach the final need for self-actualization. Students realizing their potential. We give the students the tools they need to grow, and we champion their goals and help them achieve them. We can do this by giving them complex assignments that interest them, letting them pick what they may want to do next, giving them the tools they need, helping them reach their potential, figuring out what makes them click, and then helping them get there.